If you're a creator or expert over 40, this is for you because we're the ones that are searching how to make money online or how to make money from our content. But I'm here to tell you that you don't need to learn anything. You already know it. You don't need to buy anything because it's already in your head. All you need to learn how to do is apply what you know. And that's why I'm going to tell you in this video about the knowledge buckets. You've already got them. This is not something where you need to acquire a new skill to get paid. You just need to see what's already in your head and which bucket it's sitting in. Because the thing that people struggle with, that you can distill all the knowledge that you have ever acquired in your entire life into three buckets: a career, a problem, or a passion. A career is what work in whatever job that you've had or currently have has taught you. A problem is something you had to solve in your own life. Number three, a passion is what you could just talk about for free because you enjoy it. The career is what you learned from work and experience. Every job taught you something. It was either the mistakes you stopped making, process that you created from failing to accomplish a goal enough times that you finally just figured out a way to do it. And what you're able to do is help a new person avoid those landmines. And you could probably teach them in 5 minutes what took you 5 years to learn. And that's where the value comes. So that's not resume filler. That is your first bucket. So just ask yourself, what at your current job or a former job did people always ask you to handle? Number two is a problem. What you solved because you had to. Now, this is not theory. This is real life experience. You can take something that you have been through in your life. Let's say that you had a weight loss challenge, or you had a depression challenge, or you had a procrastination challenge, and you figured out a way that worked best for you to overcome this thing. You can now teach that to other people. You're qualified because you actually did the thing. My wife was looking for somebody online who had been through an experience that she was getting ready to go through. And the thing that was really interesting to me is it wasn't somebody who had some kind of degree, license, certification to do this thing. It was simply they went through a natural experience being a human being on planet Earth, and they are now qualified to show others how to better go through that experience and not face the challenges and the problems that she did. So this is something you had to figure out because you had no choice. And it was sitting in front of you and nobody else was going to fix it for you. But the fix you built under pressure is worth more than a credential. It's already been proven. It happened. You overcame it. So ask yourself, what's the thing people say, how did you even deal with that? Or how did you make that happen? Number three is a passion. What you love enough to keep talking about, even if you weren't going to get paid for it. It's the subject that you bring up. For me, it is the Skool platform because I just love how simple the platform is to help people monetize what they know. And so after being on it for 3 years, having lots of struggles, I am able to show people, no, start this way. Don't do this. Do this instead. This will help you get results quicker. And I'm able to do that with Skool because I've been on the platform for 3 years. And I've also done what Alex Hormozi says, which is do cool shit and then talk about the cool shit you did. I was in a 100-person cohort that is the only one that Skool has ever put on. And we were personally mentored by Alex on how to grow a online business / Skool community. There were only about 40 plus people out of that 100. I was one of those. So I have this unique experience that I can now relay to other people that no one else can. And that is how you stand out from others, is by doing those cool, unique things that only you can do, I can't replicate, and then you can share that experience with other people. So you ask yourself, what do you bring up in conversation even when nobody asks? Now, subconsciously, you've probably already been through this exercise. You just don't think of it as something that has value for other people. You've got all three. You've just never really lined them up. The career taught you the mechanics. The real problem proved you could apply knowledge when you were under pressure to do so. And the passion is the only reason to still be talking about something once that beginner phase gets boring. So you don't need to do one from each. You just need to pick one category and solve one particular problem from that bucket of knowledge, and then you are ready to go. Because problem solving equals value and value equals money. This is the whole model. It's not a slogan. If you've solved a real problem, that's proof of value. Value someone else can point to is something that they will pay for. You're not inventing a business out of nothing. You're just putting a price on something that you already did, and you're trying to save people the headaches, the time, the money, so they don't have to go through what you went through to get the same result. I once heard it said that business owners are not only problem solvers, but they're actually time travelers. Stick with me on this. It's just the distance between point A and point B. Nobody pays for information. They pay to get from where they are, which is usually an unhappy state, to where they want to be faster than they get there by themselves, and that's their desired state. That's where a paid community on a platform like School will bridge that distance. People get to connect with others going through the same journey at the same time, so they have support and they have encouragement. That is the community. They get to learn in a step-by-step chronological process when you build this correctly, and you can show them step 1 do this, step 2 do this, step 3 do this. It's just like using a blueprint to build a house. An architect doesn't just go in there and wing it, and the blueprint then allows the builder to build what the architect designed. Then you have a calendar of events so people can actually hang out live. And then you can have a map so eventually people will see that it's possible to hang out with people in real life who are just as passionate about a subject that they are, and that is very intriguing and attractive to people. Problem solving comes down to 6 steps, and these are repeatable no matter what the subject is that you're covering. Number 1, you have to identify the problem. This is the diagnosis half, where you figure out what the problem actually is, then you understand the root cause of the problem, and then you apply what you know about the problem. You're not actually solving anything, but you're proving that you understand what's broken, and that's the part that most people skip. They try to solve a problem before they really know what the problem is, and that's where your expertise helps them understand it. Part 2 is the last 3 steps. And that is number 1, take action. They can watch all the courses, all the videos, read all the posts they want. But if they don't take action, then they'll never get any results. But when you get them to take action, you immediately create value to them. If you were trying to lose weight and your trainer got you to go to the gym 3 times a week consistently for 3 months and you lost weight, that trainer has value to you because he got you to take action. And then as a result of taking action, you're going to achieve results. When you get what somebody promised you, you're more than happy to pay for it. This is where the paycheck lives. It's the second half. Nobody pays for the first half. They don't pay for information. They pay for transformation, and that's what you're able to give them. And they're going to pay you because they want to do it faster, less expensively, with less stress, and they also don't want to do it alone. Now, here's my editorial comment. You better actually love this thing, or it's not going to work for you. You won't get better because you won't continually apply yourself to learning new techniques that allow you to do things faster and allow you to explain them more simply to other people, because you want to give them the simplest path possible. And that's only possible for you by experimenting and testing things and figuring out what works best. But you're not going to go through all of that if you don't actually love the thing. If you're just in it for money, you're going to quit long before you figure out what works best. The people that are doing this 5 years out aren't the ones who found the most profitable topic. They're the ones who like it enough to just keep improving on the same old thing. They don't get tired of the repetition. You don't offer new solutions to old people. You offer the same solution to different audiences and bigger audiences. That is where the recurring income is not getting bored with those little seemingly simple details that you could do in your sleep. If you do, because you try to offer something new, growth is going to flatten. And then when that beginner excitement wears off, you don't want to do this anymore. It feels like a job. So you better be really conscious about what you pick. You don't just choose something because you think it's sexy or you think you can learn it down the line and you're going to fake your knowledge about it. Proof is your own transformation. And if you don't already have results for other people, you want to offer a select few the chance to work with you for free so you can get testimonials. Believe me, the testimonial they will give you will be worth hundreds of times the little amount of money that you would lose by allowing them to get your value for free in the very beginning. Now you have true proof, and we live now in a trust economy. If you don't have proof that you know what you're talking about, people won't believe you and they don't want to pay you because they don't trust you. So the final question to ask yourself is, whose transformation could you point to, yours or someone else's, that you've already helped with? You're going to answer the same questions. You're going to show the same procedures over and over and over again. This isn't a hobby you monetize on the side. Once people are paying you, this is the business. Every week for years, if it works out the way it's supposed to. So don't choose it on a trend. Don't choose it because somebody told you you'd make a lot of money from it. Choose the thing where your heart actually lies, because that's the only version of you that will still be doing this several years later. Now, the thing that should excite you most is your learning curve is almost non-existent here. You don't need a new bucket. You need to open the one that's already filled and excites you most to open to other people. So stop waiting until you feel like you're enough of an expert to charge for something that's already proven. A career, a problem, a passion. Just pick one of the 3 and start. Now, if you liked this video, there's plenty more on my channel you're going to see right there. You can also join my community where I teach you how to do this. I teach you how to figure out what of those 3 knowledge buckets you should choose based on your skills and based on your past experiences, as well as helping you put together the entire community so you have an offer that gets people off of YouTube so your viewers start paying you instead of you waiting for YouTube to do it. Thanks for watching.